Hello everyone out there in nice and brilliant into space and huge immense infinite land. It's me Alan back home after being out. I just come from outside. I said I had the nicest walk ever along with my friend, and we were just strolling, bantering, chatting about a lot of stuff, just wherever that was. I remember now. There's related to gals and the stuff and business, making money world, and the strategies, unfulfilled wishes, and the unimplemented yet dreams, and all this that is stuff is gonna be fulfilled and accomplished by us. And that was the story making point of tonight. And I tell you what, I just wanted to branch out a little in my video shoot of tonight and bring something new in my flagpole for today's consideration. Let it be what actually passed was walking home from the bus stop. I was passing the nicest construction site, and see, I have here not far from the place where I live. I have that construction site, and we were yet unconstructed condominium house, and I don't remember now what story it's about to go. It's what to what story. I mean, story. How many stories will it have that building unconstructed yet have received my water? So here I'm back again. I brushed my thoughts. I believe I did. So we'll see. So far I'm doing well, and we'll see how it rolls out into my today's video shoot. So I say that that big construction site. I always wondered how people able to construct such a high building out of such a simple construction, using such a simple construction methods and materials, concrete blocks, liquid concrete. How to they put those in those molds, those concrete liquid pieces. So there's like a water, or literally like something, or reminding some liquid substance, and that they let it go into molds, and then that stuff solidifies and becomes solid concrete, and that becomes that stuff becomes walls and pillars and bearing walls, and those arcs, or I don't know what construction terms do I know, like I don't know, all these construction industry vocabulary things, they're all inside me, but they need to be sounded out. So let's try and see what happens with those ones. I'm kind of missing my pronunciation pieces here and there. I don't know fucking why. It's just I'm not out of my speaking way, and I'm in that way in particular for tonight, and I just I don't know, wanted to sound something literate to it, but I'm not. And again, bear with all this mess and huge mess that you may encounter here by watching this channel. I wanted to bring something into my video shoot related to construction industry and storytelling thing, and let's just check and see what happens. So besides what's been said, again, that the building is gonna be like, I don't know, maybe 20-story condominium house, something. And that crane that is operating there, standing right near the yet unconstructed skeleton of that many-story building to be. That the structure crane stands there, operates even now. It passed that location. It's operating right now. It's pretty weird because it's almost like in nighttime. It has complete darkness outside, and there's no sunlight, no just sun shining, not at all. And that ever-working crane residing near, pretty in close proximity to the yet unconstructed many-story condominium house to be. And that all structure reminds something from the scientific fiction movies footages, like I don't know, complete pitch black and that or something, just operates and moves like a robotic stuff, like not operated by human beings, like operating by its own. And it's not like that. Like I put it here, I'm like sugarcoating the story and brushing the story for good release for my very shoot up tonight. And if something goes wrong, I don't fucking care. So what I was gonna say, see that crane, and that crane consists of the tall like metal structure, great reminding something going upwards or up to the elevation of I don't know, maybe 100 of meters or something. And atop of all that structure, some smaller vehicle that moves right side and left side across the rails that are put on this separate metal structure that sits on the top of that crane, like horizontally oriented metal structure. And on that stuff, that's the self-moving vehicle, not self-moving vehicle, but the vehicle for lifting and downing weights lives its happy life. And that smaller, like 2 wheels or so many, I don't know for what number those wheels number might go, as for that little vehicle that lives its happy life upwards on that horizontally oriented railroad, let's put it this way, at top of all that crane structure, what I told you about already. And that vehicle moves weights operated by the wheel of that crane operating staff member, crane man, or crane operating employee, crane operating man that sits in that cabin, right on the top, or almost on the top of that structure made out of metal rods. And that whole like complete metal structure consists of some smaller metal rods, and those triangular shaped metal rods that go across each other, make the complete strong structure inside this square shaped tall larger metal structure itself, which is all crane consists of. And that again, that is that vehicle for moving weights is up there, operated by the crane man. And that's how the crane that I told you about lives its happy life out there. Not on construction yet, many store building construction site. And again, it has no scaffolding around as the unconstructed condominium house yet. It is those scaffolding they're for final decoration, I believe, and not for main construction process that happens right now. And they don't need to be there, those scaffolding self-holding structures. And after finalizing the main stage of the construction process for that building, that's when they're gonna put those scaffolding around that condominium house after being constructed. And they will gonna put final decoration on the walls and windows of that many story building to be. Let's envision it's constructed now. We are going to scaffolding process, and I'm not a bigger just pundit about the point. This is aimed particularly for the purpose of talking around construction industry at all, but what I said, I know pretty sure, like out of my mind. And then again, don't be just sitting with her judging me severely and lambasting me for things being said in a wrong way. Try it on your own. Just go into some industry that you little that you literally know very little things about and try to sound that stuff out for the purpose of just to practicing your whatever abilities of speaking around a random subject, not particularly random for the night, I should say, but for something that you haven't spoken probably about for that point of for this point of your life, and for my life, I should say, I was just spoken about the construction industry, fucking construction industry stuff that I haven't spoken around that point previously, and I'm pretty happy about what's been done. And see, I don't have fucking I don't fucking know what to pitch here around that point, or maybe some arrange some fluff and shit around that point to make it more I don't know, coherent for this story of tonight. Let it be. I don't mind about putting extra sugar coating on my story. Let's see what do we have to read out of that subject. See, it has those lights are perched right on top of that getting constructed condominium house. They light that premise around the particular place where all the structure crane operates, right here, like out there, and they have to lead all the territory around, because I know from the skyscraper construction industry, following so many footages on YouTube, now I know that they just built around the clock, like 24/7. They built all those big skyscrapers. They don't have time to waste, because time means money, and the sooner they get to the final point of construction making process for a particular skyscraper or many-story building, the sooner they will get money for that construction process, the sooner they get paid, and the happier their lives will be. Those construction men or engineers and staff staff members that are particularly involved in that industry, and so they value their time, and they just build around the clock, 7 days a week, 24 hours, 7 days a week. They build with having sunlight and coming on the construction site with having no sunlight, only artificially made light coming from these lights that I told you about, that perch around the building on metal rods on the high elevation, so that the construction site itself would be lit with a full artificial or natural light. So I put what I wanted, like extra sugar coating thing on the very top of the story of tonight. Don't be a severe judge for my story of tonight. Try it on the wrong. You do wrong things in life. What do you like to do? I like my American like storytelling thing, and I did what I wanted. Always be good, never give up. I'll be with you on, and thanks for being with me tonight again, for practicing your listening abilities, one of my American speaking ones, and I'm so happy that you guys even imagine to what extent I'm happy with speaking American. I'll be with you as soon as I release something new and good fire. Be good. Bye. Thanks for being with me tonight.